ever escape a toxic relationship without a baby getting involved in the mix? What a rush, right? Not that I would know because I'm a virgin, but I imagine like the idea of not having to look at somebody that drives you insane for the course of 18 years, it gotta be like, whew, dodge that bullet. But I digress. Go to the title card. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Paraphrase. Sorry I've been gone for a minute. I just been kind of occupied with some things, trying to get this project together. For those of y'all that don't know, I rap. I got a tape in the works that's almost done. I'm putting the finishing touches on it now. So yeah, y'all stay tuned for that. But yeah, the topic for today: dating life after toxic relationships. Now, me personally, the majority of quote-unquote relationships I've been in never really lasted longer than probably like a few days, because it was like the girls just was like using me for, you know, free food and shit. But I do know a little something about toxicity. I think that's how you say it. Toxicity. You know what I'm trying to say. There's a lot of ways to like define if you're in a toxic relationship with your partner. And the crazy part about it is a lot of friendships are toxic. A lot of like family relationships are toxic. Business, you know, partnerships can be toxic. You know what I'm saying? And you know why? It's because the entire human race, we all have toxic traits, whether we want to admit it or not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like in any capacity, things could go left, like, quickly. I know last year around this time, I had started talking to this girl, and like in the beginning, you know, everything was good. We was all into each other, and I think that's partially why, you know, it all ended badly, because we got too close too quick. After a certain point, I felt like I was constantly having to compromise things about myself to make her feel better, or, you know, it's like I was constantly having to be considerate of her feelings when, you know, my feelings weren't really being considered. I mean, they were being considered, but they weren't really being taken seriously, so to speak. And that's one way to identify a toxic relationship. When you're constantly having to lower yourself to boost your partner up, like, that's not good. That's never good, ever. But in a relationship, in a marriage, like, you should both be like making each other better. Like, it's kind of like, you know, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. It's like they say relationships are 50-50, but they're not. They're 100-100. You both got to give your all to each other. You know what I'm saying? You all in. If your partner never supports like anything you do, like if you, like, say like you own a small business. If your partner never invests in your business, never buys your products, never, you know, tells people they know about your business, yeah, that's not good. But if they always expecting you to support their endeavors, and you gotta be their biggest cheerleader every time they're involved in something, yeah, that's not beneficial. I mean, it's beneficial to them, but not to you at all. So if you are in a situation like that, then you need to reevaluate that. You need to, I wouldn't necessarily say leave, but you gotta, you know, tell your partner that, hey, I feel like you don't really, I don't feel like you really support me. I don't feel like, you know, I feel like I'm more of a servant to you than, you know, you are to me. And it's like, when you feel like you're just a servant in a relationship, that ain't really even a relationship. That's damn near slavery on the slick. Like, if you're the one that's always giving and giving and giving, and all they do is take, that's toxic as fuck. You know, you should equally be giving and taking from each other. Relationships are about, you know, as one of my friends said, reciprocity. You know, I believe in, you get back what you put out. So with me, the type of boyfriend slash husband I would be, like, I'm constantly trying to, help my girlfriend or my wife be a better person, with each day, seek to become a better person with each day, you know what I'm saying? Don't become complacent, like, always seek to be better, Another way to identify a toxic relationship is, if your partner is trying to, like, constantly tell you how to live your life, like, if they're constantly telling you how to dress, if they're constantly telling you who you can and can't hang out with, it's almost like if you treating your partner like they're a child, it's like, first of all, you're not my mama, so you're not gonna, like, control my every move. Like, that was another issue, like, with the last girl I talked to, like, she was controlling, but the reason why I didn't initially peep game on it was because she was subtle about it. That's sneaky as fuck. And, like, she would trip about me, like, being out late, hanging with my friends, talking about I should have been at home in the bed sleep. I'm like, I'm a grown ass man. You ain't my mama. The fuck? Who the fuck she thinks she is? And the crazy part about it is, like, she wasn't even my girlfriend at the time. We was just talking. We was never even official. So I'm like, how you gonna sit here and tell me who I can and can't be out late with? And then she would always be sweating me about my clothes. And, like, anybody that knows me knows, like, my style is real old school, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a 90s baby, and it's like, I don't like a lot of this stuff that these cats now is wearing. So I don't wear it, period. And if you got an issue with that, then it ain't gonna work, because that's a part of what makes me who I am. So if you sweat me over little insignificant stuff like that, then yeah, we definitely wouldn't work out. Another way to identify a toxic relationship is, like, if your partner is constantly, like, talking down to you, speaking to you in a condescending tone, treating you like a child, not really showing you respect as a man or a woman, that's a problem. I'm talking about verbal abuse, because all abusive relationships aren't about, like, physical abuse. You can be emotionally abusive, verbally abusive, mentally abusive. I think in some capacity you might even be able to be financially abusive to an extent. If your partner is using their money to control your every move because you ain't got nothing, that's a problem. But see, people have to be mindful about, like, how they communicate with their partner, because a lot of times certain things will make your partner tick, and it kind of will stem from something in the past, like childhood traumas. Like, take me for example. I don't like when people use the words like stupid, dumb, idiotic, or anything of that nature in reference to me, because someone that I'm close to, I ain't gonna say who, but someone I'm close to once called me an idiot, and to that day, that shit still fucks with me. So it's like, when I feel like people are trying to insult my intelligence or are trying to, like, make me feel dumb, it's like, that really fucks with my spirit. And that's the thing, like, you have to communicate certain stuff about what makes you tick with your partner, because that could make all the difference in the long run. Like, I want to be able to, like, have that conversation with my girlfriend or my wife. Like, tell me, like, what it is that you like, what you don't like, what should I say in certain situations, what should I not say, so that we can effectively, communicate without it, blowing up into this big, ordeal. Communication is key. And that's another thing. If you don't feel comfortable, like, communicating with your partner, that's a problem, because really, if you don't feel comfortable around them, like, if you feel like you always tensed up around them, like, the slightest thing you do is gonna set them off, like, that's a problem, because that indicates that they might actually have some anger issues. like me, I know I can be real awkward sometimes. I know I don't want to be in a relationship with somebody where I feel like I'm constantly walking on eggshells trying not to tick them off. Especially when it's about stuff that's not even that significant, not even that deep, you know? It's like if you tripping over little stuff like that, then like you don't need to be around anybody, period. Like you don't need to be in a relationship. You gotta take some time to really evaluate like your character and how you react to certain things before you can be in any type of union. And what a lot of people don't realize is that they'll go into a relationship and then their partner's toxic traits will rub off on them in some capacity, and then they'll end up taking those traits into the next relationship, and then those traits rub off on that partner, and then that partner will take it into their next relationship. Them traits rub off on that partner, and then it just creates more dysfunction, it creates more confusion, it creates more abuse. At some point, we have to like break the cycle. If you've been in a long-term relationship with somebody and y'all fell out, y'all ended on bad terms for whatever reason, I think there needs to be a mandatory period where you just take some time to yourself to like detox and cleanse all that energy off of you. Because if you don't, then you will eventually take that into the next partnership. And then if you do if you do take on those toxic traits, that's going to affect your partner. Iyanla Vanzant, she always says, you know, I'm here to interrupt the pattern. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a pattern. Like, sometimes that shit can even be generational. That's why, like, you know, with toxic family members, you know, passing on, you know, quote unquote generational curses, but you can't like keep perpetuating the cycle. Somebody, like at some point, something has to change for the better. Like you can't just keep living in this rut of disorientation. You know, you have to seek to change for the better, and it all starts with you. Some people will leave a relationship immediately and then go straight back into the dating field. Nah, like after I ended things with the last girl I talked to, I was like, man, I don't want no relationships right now. But see, my dumb ass ain't been in a relationship in a while, and it's like, I feel like, you know, seize every opportunity that comes our way. Last year was very unusual for me because like last year I had a few women like asking me out on dates, you know, telling me I'm handsome, telling me I'm cute. I'm like, man, what's going on? This is unusual. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, me not thinking logically, I'm basically like trying to, you know, like I've been in the quest for a while where I've been trying to find my future wife, and I'm like, well, if I pass up on this now, you know, I might miss out on something good. But what I learned, you know, last year was that like when you're not ready, you're just not ready, and there's like you just have to do what you got to do in order to make yourself ready, even if it means taking some time to focus on yourself. Like that's this year, 2020 vision. My vision is on me. You know what I'm saying? It's on my endeavors. It's on my music. It's on, you know, everything that I want to achieve with my life. That's my focus. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the year, we'll see like how things turn out, and if I'm in a better place mentally, financially, to be more specific, then we'll see what happens then. But like as of right now, nah, cause I can't do it. Like real talk, I'm terrified of relationships right now. Like I can't deal with, you know, toxic people. I feel like relationships should be fun, you know what I'm saying? Relationships should be exciting. You should be so comfortable with your partner, like that, you know, even if y'all do get into it, it's like, look, I know we having problems, but you know what? I love you. I'm not giving up on you. We're gonna work this out. You know what I'm saying? Like with me, I want to be in a relationship where I can be, you know, all lovey-dovey with my wife, my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be in a relationship where it's like I feel like I'm walking on eggshells around the time. I want to be comfortable. Like, what's the point of being in a relationship if you're not comfortable with that person? Like, that's not Like, that's not good. It's not good at all. Like, I'd be more comfortable by myself than with you. So it's like, let me go back over here and be single and be comfortable and not have you stressing me out all the time, sweating me about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I think with toxic, when you come out of a toxic situation, you need to take a moment. You need to take some time. Like me personally, I would give it, I'd say anywhere from maybe 6 months to a year to really like detox, cleanse, and reevaluate. And the thing, and when you come out of a toxic relationship, not only do you have to evaluate like what your partner did to you, but you also have to evaluate what mistakes did you make in that relationship as well, so that you can be a better person for the next person. I don't want to be toxic to my wife. I want to be so comfortable in a relationship that it's just like I gotta date somebody that's the homie. You know what I'm saying? I gotta date, like, the comfort that I feel around my homeboys, like when we just palling around having fun, like that's the kind of relationship I want to be in. I want to have fun. You know what I'm saying? I want to, like, my wifey, she gotta be the homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to have moments where we roasting each other just for the hell of it. You know what I'm saying? Little stuff like that. Like, I just want my relationship, my marriage to be exciting. You know what I'm saying? You have to first know what you want, and if your partner is not giving you that, then that's something that y'all need to talk about. And if they're willing to listen, if they're willing to try to, you know, be better for you, then that's usually a good sign. It just depends on like what is it that you require, what is it that they require of you, but that's something that y'all have to discuss. And if it's not, and if they can't agree with certain terms, if they can't agree with the stuff that you want, then deuces. Get out of there. Don't pursue it any further. You know, do what you gotta do and find somebody that is willing to, you know, be what you need for them. Cause you know, with me, just certain things I just ain't gonna accept. You know what I'm saying? Period. So it's like, and if she can't agree with that, then oh well. Nice knowing you. Peace. Anyways, I'm Paraphrase. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like, drop a dislike if you ain't feeling it, tell your homies. If you ain't already heard, my latest single out right now, it's called A Prince Among Peasants. The link to that is in the description. Go check that out. And y'all stay tuned for this new mixtape I got coming. I'm trying to set a date. Like I said, I'm just like trying to get these finishing touches on it together, and then once I've got it done, I'm gonna drop it, because I know it's been way too long since I dropped something. Last project I dropped was 2017. So yeah, this project is long overdue. So yeah, y'all just stay tuned for that. It's coming. Just be patient, y'all. It's coming.